Imagine waking up one morning to find your life unraveling without a single clue as to why. You're Josef K, a diligent and unassuming chief clerk at a bank, suddenly arrested on vague charges by shadowy officials who refuse to explain the accusations or even acknowledge your innocence. Confined in your own home, watched by warders who threaten and confuse, you struggle to maintain your sanity while navigating a bewildering and opaque judicial system that seems to exist only to torment you. This is the haunting world of Franz Kafka's The Trial, a labyrinthine nightmare of bureaucracy, guilt, and powerlessness that still resonates deeply today. And this is exactly the kind of story Audio Bookstation exists to tell. At its core, The Trial explores the crushing experience of being caught in an incomprehensible legal system where justice is elusive and authority is arbitrary. Josef K is arrested without explanation, thrust into a confusing maze of interrogations, inscrutable officials, and endless delays. His efforts to understand the charges against him are met with evasions and contradictions. The officials who guard and question him range from bumbling warders who threaten punishment yet show strange camaraderie, to an inspector who offers no answers but cryptic advice. Even the lawyer appointed to defend him seems more enmeshed in the system's inertia than a true advocate, while shadowy figures like the painter Titorelli wield unclear influence over the fate of the accused. Kafka paints a world where the law is a living, breathing entity, both omnipresent and invisible, cruel and indifferent. The judicial process is a grotesque theatre, filled with absurd rituals, secretive meetings, and unspoken rules. For Josef K, every step forward is met with a new obstacle. Every attempt at clarity breeds more confusion. His encounters with people like the enigmatic Fräulein Bürstner, the devoted yet troubled landlady Frau Grubach, and the mysterious nurse Leni illustrate the personal toll this Kafkaesque nightmare exacts, not just from the accused, but from everyone drawn into the web. These characters embody the isolation and helplessness of those caught in the system, as well as the flickers of human connection that offer fragile hope. One of the most striking themes in The Trial is the paradox of guilt and innocence. Josef K insists on his innocence, yet the system behaves as if guilt is a foregone conclusion. It's a powerful metaphor for how modern institutions can trap individuals in cycles of suspicion and condemnation without fair cause or transparent process. The novel's famous parable of the doorkeeper guarding the law brilliantly encapsulates this. The man seeking justice is kept waiting indefinitely by a doorkeeper who neither allows entry nor fully denies it, symbolizing the endless deferral and frustration of true justice. Throughout the story, Kafka also examines the nature of power and authority. The warders, the inspector, the judges, even the lawyers, all are part of a vast, faceless machine that operates with its own logic, often cruel and absurd. The officials are often petty, ignorant, or corrupt, yet their authority is absolute. The legal system is portrayed as a self-perpetuating entity, more concerned with procedure and hierarchy than with truth or fairness. Josef K's struggle is not just against individual antagonists, but against the system itself, which seems designed to crush the individual spirit. There's also an intense exploration of alienation and identity. Josef K is increasingly isolated, losing control over his own fate, doubting his own perceptions. His relationships with others become strained or ambiguous. The novel's claustrophobic settings, the cramped apartments, the dark courtrooms, the shadowy corridors mirror his internal state. His arrest and ongoing trial strip him of agency, dignity, and even the certainty of his own innocence. This loss of control reflects a profound existential anxiety that Kafka captures with unmatched intensity. Yet amid the darkness, there are moments of biting irony and dark humor. The bizarre antics of the warders who eat his breakfast while guarding him, the ludicrous formalities of the court proceedings, the surreal encounters with officials and clerks all reveal Kafka's mastery of absurdity. These elements underscore the tragic absurdity of Josef K's plight and invite readers to reflect on the nature of modern life itself. A tangle of incomprehensible rules and faceless bureaucracies that can trap and confuse even the most rational minds. The novel's ending is famously ambiguous and bleak, with Joseph K led off to an execution without ever fully understanding the charges or having a chance to defend himself. It's a powerful and haunting conclusion that leaves readers grappling with the terrifying implications of a world where justice is opaque and power is unchecked. Yet it also invites us to question our own systems and the ways in which we might be complicit in the mechanisms that oppress. The Trial is more than a novel about law and guilt. It's a profound meditation on the human condition, the quest for meaning, and the struggle to maintain integrity in the face of overwhelming forces. Kafka's portrayal of Joseph K's ordeal feels tragically familiar in today's world of faceless institutions and bureaucratic entanglements. The story challenges us to consider how easily one can be ensnared by systems beyond our control, and how vital it is to hold on to our humanity amidst the machinery of power. So here's a sharp question for you. Have you ever felt like Joseph K, caught in a system that's impossible to understand or fight, where your innocence is irrelevant and your fate is sealed by unseen forces? What would you do if your life became a trial without end? Share your thoughts in the comments below and tell us which book you want Audio Bookstation to explore next. Because every story like this deserves to be heard, and we're here to bring it to life.